I don't think that Chad Coleman is crazy. I don't think that Chad Coleman was just drunk. I think that Chad Coleman basically went off on the subway because he was tired of the crap that's going on in this world. People think that they can say whatever they feel like, be it in person or on the internet, and then they run and they hide. And they try to act like, well, this is my freedom of speech. He was riding on the subway, for those of you who don't know, and someone called him the N-word. Now, there are a lot of people who are like speculating against this story because the guy claimed that he didn't say it or whatever, but just because it wasn't recorded doesn't mean it wasn't said. And people are always saying little teeny tiny comments, little tiny microaggressions, you know, to just set people off, and they've been doing that a lot recently. I don't know whether it's the change in society, I'm not even sure, but what I can say is this: he's right. Where is humanity? Where are these people? Like, what the hell is going on in this world that people think that they can just say whatever the hell they feel like saying, and no one's going to say anything back? And then as soon as he says something back, here come the racial epithets. Here come these things that that's how all these people are. No, this dude was going through something and he exploded, and it happens. But then again, maybe 7 or 8 years ago, people were talking about how Heath Ledger was going crazy and he was preparing for a role. So we really don't know what's going on in Chad's life, but he seems like a really nice guy, and I can completely understand why he would go off. The reason why I'm doing this video, and I'm Sage Valentine for those of you who don't know, is simply because I was going through my Facebook page because I'm always on mobile. I rarely go online when it comes to Facebook. So I was looking at messages, and I went through some messages, and apparently I must have set somebody off with one of my comments. Needless to say, this person decided to call me a bitch. So I answered this person back, and then they decided to turn around and call me ugly and say a whole bunch of things. But see, everybody likes to say stuff on the internet because they are not going to get in trouble for it, and they think that people are just going to take it and not say anything. And cyberbullying continues. Cyberbullying is not just something that happens to teenagers. It happens to adults as well, and I feel like it's getting to a point where people are starting to realize and wake up that there's something wrong with this. But with that said, this girl came out of nowhere on Facebook and decided to pick on me, and I was just like, what the hell didn't I say that pissed this chick off this much that she had to just say, oh, shut up, bitch, or some old thing that she said? And then I started to realize maybe it's not me, which is what a lot of people need to realize. It's not just you. Maybe it's some type of like negative thing in their mind that someone has said to them, or how they feel about themselves, and they project it upon you. And it took me years to learn this, because years ago when I would hear people say things and call me ugly and call me stupid and say that I was worthless and things like that, I took it to heart like maybe I am. But now that I'm older, I realize that that person is projecting upon you. So it's not necessarily you. So when people look at Chad Coleman's video and they think about, oh, well, that's how all black people act and stuff like that. But no, it was coming from somewhere. And maybe the alcohol, if he was under the influence of it, just seemed to influence him in some way. And I think that's the reason why he lashed out the way that he did. But he was right. That guy had no business saying that or whispering it loud enough for him to hear that. That's where the whole thing with freedom of speech, people keep saying that there's freedom of speech and you can say whatever you want. Yeah, as long as it doesn't infringe upon the beliefs and the rights of another human, and basically that it doesn't demean another person for being different. See, people really need to sit down and look up that term before they start talking about it. But I just wanted to rant about that one. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm here sitting in the car right now, and there's a lot of background noise and everything, but I just wanted to leave this rant for you guys. So you all take care. Sage Valentine signing off. I love you guys. Bye, guys.